We took an extended break there, but welcome to Game 2 of the Western Regional Conference Championship from the Weber County Ice Sheet in Ogden, Utah. Game 2 is All right, let's try that again. Welcome to the Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. It's Game 2 of the Western Regional Tournament, ACHA Division II. Tonight's feature is Weber State, the home team, and the host versus Boise State. Number 9 is Weber State, number 10 ranked Boise State Broncos. These two teams met up a couple of weeks ago at the Mountain West, and Weber State a 4-2 victor in that contest. It is the Wildcats who control the action early off the opening face-off, but the puck is stolen away and now ripped right back into the Broncos zone. Starting in net for Weber State, Ryan Scheide, who had a couple of great games against Utah State the last 3 games of the season. By the way, I am Steve Coleman, the regular play-by-play for Utah State. My son Lane, as always, is on the camera, and we do have tonight Mitch Slot on the broadcast with us tonight, providing awesome commentary, buddy.
Oh, appreciate it. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
A lot of good comments last night, or in our previous game, about your work. A lot of fans appreciated all the things you said. Forward-looking action tomorrow. I will be here for the opening 2 games on this Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. The following 2 games, I will not be here, but Lane will make the trip down and be on the camera, and Mitch will have both of those games for you tomorrow at 4 and at 7 o'clock. So we apologize for the delay getting started here today. We had a little bit of technical trouble. Go ahead and you can comment on the YouTube channel and give us a shout out if you can hear audio and see the video coming through. We'd like to know, make sure it's top quality for you. Face off at Bornberg. Flutters the puck behind the BYU netminder, who is number 29, Kyler Ayers.
Yeah, I'm looking for face-offs actually to be a big determining factor in the way some of this game is played, because in the past few games, number 19 for Weber State, Alex Pizarro, has done an absolutely masterful job in the face-off circle. And let's see if he can keep that going tonight. Boise State looking to get some redemption as they lost their last matchup. And it was a pretty one-sided event on the scoreboard. And I was talking to their coach just prior to the game, and you know, he's got some guys that he didn't have that night. Weber's got their full lineup for the most part. A couple key guys missing tonight. One's been gone all year, looking to make a comeback next year. And let's see if their squad that had great games last weekend against Utah State can keep that momentum through this tournament.
And both teams with something to play for. Both teams obviously want to make it to nationals. This is going to be Tollett, who holds the zone for Weber State. He'll pitch it deep in the corner. He'll have some help, but Boise State's going to take it away. It's on the stick of Zachary Roller. Taken away, though, by Weber State. That's Martinez. And he'll give it up to Boise State, and they'll move it out of the zone. It's Turner for Boise State, who sends it deep. It's picked up there by Weber State. And now it is Pizarro who's on the puck in the corner. He's double teamed, but he makes the play. And now a nifty pass off the wall, but the Wildcats in the midst of a line change, and the Broncos send it right back in. This is cleared back out with speed. Here's Coda Coleman. Coleman in the corner, looks to center as Kosman waits. The puck's knocked down behind the net. Now Kosman, one hand on his stick, looks at the point. He'll have help from Pizarro, and they'll hold the zone. Pizarro again. Right in on the action. This is gloved down, but turned right back over to Kosman. Kosman for Weber, who sends it across to his D partner, then up along the wall. Too much. That'll be an icy. And the result of faceoff inside the Wildcat zone.
Yeah, another thing looking forward to tonight's matchup, as far as Boise State's concerned, their coach was talking about them needing to play that team game, use one another to generate offense, put pressure on Weber State's defense, and see if that actually pays off in the offensive zone by taking care of your house. On the flip side, I think Weber State really needs to stay disciplined. They need to stay out of the box. They have had issues with that in the past, and tonight, if they can use their team speed, which they have quite a bit of, I'm hoping for them that they can utilize that speed in a team game and make things happen.
Boise State a faceoff win, and they'll have a chance as they send it towards Scheide. Just kick it behind the net, and the Broncos hold it at the point. Kincaid snaps one toward the net, still not out of the zone as the Wildcats knock it down. Boise sends it across. Carranza, now a slap shot from Kincaid, kicked out by Scheide. Picked it up through a screen and made a good save. Kincaid again wants to light it up this time. Forced to dump it into the corner. The Broncos a little bit of sustained pressure here as they send it to Carranza behind the net. Still holding are the Broncos. Williams is going to come over, play it for Weber State. He'll chip it high, but not through the defense of Boise State. It's Kincaid who picks it up. He'll come cross ice. Paulin has it. Paulin makes a move, peels wide around Tollett, behind the net, chipped off his stick, and Weber State wraps it around the boards, but not out of the zone. Behind the net is Williams. He's tied up in the corner. Needs help from Tollett, who can't get there in time. Broncos hold it at the point. Again, they shoot, and it's knocked down by the Weber defense again, and now they break out with speed. Here comes Martinez, gains the blue line. Onside for Tollett. Slap shot and a big rebound, and Tollett again scores!
Great follow-up to that initial shot by Tollett. He had a clapper just wide of the slot. Puck came right back out in the slot. He had patience, waited for the defender to get out of the way, and he buried it home. Well done by Weber on that play.
And a miscue by Ayers. He had the initial glove save, but it rolls out of his glove. And Weber State able to capitalize and put it in the net.
Want to make you aware of a jersey number change for tonight. Captain for Boise, Zachary Biebeck, will be wearing jersey number 12 tonight instead of his normal number 5.
So we called Carranza, and that is Biebeck. All right. Georges stood up and hustling after the puck is Kapanos. Kapanos made the play. The puck's loose in front of the net, now gathered up by Weber State. They'll charge out of the zone again. Ripped forward. Now Simpson is on it. He'll drift one toward the net. It's picked up by Weber State. They want a center as Kapanos waited. And Aquino couldn't get him the puck. Aquino's in the corner. He'll dig it out. Boise State will take it away. Yeah, I remember Biebeck. He played some good hockey. in the game against Weber State, and definitely deserving of the key or the C on the jersey. Coleman's in the zone. He'll drop pass it. Now right back in front. Coleman tries to jam it in, and holding the post, Ayers. A good pass from Jonathan Kosman. Kosman again on the puck. Looks to center and no. Doesn't get through. Here's a 2-on-1 for Boise State. They'll hustle into the zone. Charging back is Waronker.
That was a good defensive
play. A great
play.
back check by Waronker to nullify the advantage. Kosman stopped at the blue line, and the puck never made it into the zone. Taken by Boise State. Here's Pavlik. And Pavlik has it chopped off his stick behind the net. Ayers is going to hold the puck.
So scoring on that first goal was Tollett from Martinez and Fox at 4:22 of the first period.
Only 6.5 minutes have rolled off the clock here in the opening period. Weber State a 1-goal lead. There's Haywood for the Wildcats. As he's double teamed along the wall, they chop away at the puck. It comes off the wall, and Hobbs has it. Looking for Kornberg on a home run pass. That'll miss everything. Should be an icing, and it is.
Yeah, I think Kornberg thought he was actually going to nullify that icing with that speed, but when the puck goes around, it doesn't necessarily matter where you are at the dots, but who's going to play that puck first, and that's why that icing was waved off.
So a good call by the linesman. And the result, a face-off inside the Wildcat zone. It is Kornberg for Weber State to take the draw. And Boise wins it and sends it towards Scheide, who made a great save. What a one-timer. A face-off right on his stick. He just loaded it up and sent it towards the net. That was Pinsky. And he had a lot of zip on that wrist shot. They'll try it again. This time the Wildcats got enough on it to bump it out of the zone. Now they'll take it away. Tollett again, the goal scorer, into the zone, and he's challenged by Ames. And Ames will take it away. Right to the line where Martinez holds. Now Ames again will bring it across to Bibiuk. On the cross-ice dump. Tollett finishes the check. And behind the net, it's Martinez with the puck. Martinez has some speed, and he dances along that goal line into the corner, then gives the puck away. He'll shoot a rising shot, and a glove save by Scheide. As a dangerous turnover, and Pinsky a golden opportunity.
Yeah, Martinez is one of those type of players. He's a really good two-way player. He utilizes his speed when he has the opportunity to do so, just like Kosman, number 93 for Weber, and for Boise State, number 27. That is Jake Menton. He's a guy that when Weber State played them in the Mountain West, really used his speed to make things happen for Boise State.
Aquino with the puck chopped off his stick. He regathers and made a good play, and here's Kosman. 2-on-2, here come the Wildcats. Kosman and Coleman. Kosman avoids a huge check. Now he's got the puck alone in the corner. Oh my, Skinner had him lined up, and Kosman just avoided the big shoulder. It is Aquino who gives it to Pizarro, and Pizarro rifles it into the zone. Behind Ayers, the Broncos, with some beautiful crossover skating, come out from behind the net. Now with speed into the neutral zone, they'll dump it in. Aquino's got it there. He'll send it to Kornberg. Now back for Aquino. Aquino straight up the center of the ice, misses everyone. It's an icing.
Yeah, Scheide last week did a really good job in his opportunities when against Utah State. Made a couple really good saves, had his helmet taken off a couple times, but was able to maintain his composure and keep the vast majority of the pucks out of the net last week. So good job by him.
There's another save. Scheide and a rebound. They put it in. Oh, an awkward bounce, and Boise State has tied the game. 9 minutes have rolled off the clock. We're tied at 1. Scheide made the initial save, and somehow the puck rolled through, and they jammed it in near post.
Yeah, that was a good job by Boise State following up. Just like with the Weber State goal, Boise State made the initial shot. Scheide's pads gave up a juicy rebound right there in the slot, and they were able to put it in for the tying goal. So good job by Boise following up.
Kincaid will play it. And now he holds. Kincaid waits for his team to set up the play. He's behind the net. And he waits for it to develop. Then he backhands it right into the back of a team player. And Tollette's going to steal it. He's triple teamed. Tollett standing flat at the blue line. Wished he had a head of steam. But he was wiped out by 3 Broncos. And the Broncos will just send the puck down the ice. They wave off the icing. Martinez will pick it up. He'll use the net, but he's forced to drop it off for Weber. The captain, Jake Weber, with a head up. A beautiful pass right on the mark, but Tollett can't gather it in. And now a turnover by Boise State. Martinez, he's challenged and run to the corner by Ames. Ames takes the puck, swats at it, and Roller's going to hustle after it. Roller throws a shoulder check, but he can't jar the puck free. It stays along the wall as Georges was there. Now the Broncos work it to some open ice on the stick of Stinson.
I expect to see a few good hits tonight as both teams like to play physical. That's where they get their energy from, I believe. Having watched Boise earlier this season, not just in the Mountain West Championships, but earlier at the Beehive tournament, they use their physicality to gain offensive opportunities.
Now Aquino was knocked down. He went down awkwardly, was a little off balance and took a hard check because of it. And Boise State's into the zone. Weber's going to ride his man out of the play on a great defensive effort from Jake Weber. This will come to the point, but no further as Boise State holds it in. It's Hodges, strong on the stick. Behind the net is Williams. He's checked there by Stinson. And again, it is Hodges on the puck, but he can't get behind the net. As Pizarro played him tight there. Here's Jonathan Kosman. Now a backhanded attempt and a kick save.
That net is off, I believe, and nobody saw it.
As a great chance comes from Pizarro. Now side of the net, the Broncos will center, then peel wide. They send it all the way up. High slot shot and a score. Oh, it gets through Scheide.
There's that team play we were talking about earlier, Steve. You know, puck was down low, pass up to the point. Nice hard wrist shot from the point, low, made its mark. And
Bibiak put it in from way up in the high slot. I think it just worked its way through. That's number 3, Trevor Smith, is credited with the goal. On the left-handed shot, the defenseman. A seeing eye puck, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with less than 10 minutes to play in the opening period, Boise State again with a 1-goal lead. Tripped up is Minton with speed, and Kornberg has the puck. Kornberg gains the blue line. He's checked by Kincaid, but stays in the action. Hobbs and Kincaid now in the corner. And Kincaid, about twice the size of Hobbs, kicks the puck along the wall, and here comes Boise State. Minton will make a move, fake a pass. He's still on it. Then he'll dump it in cross ice, and hustling after it is Bibiak. Bibiak and Kornberg in the corner. Kornberg wins the battle, and backpedaling is Kincaid as Weber had numbers and speed. However, they turn the puck over, and Bibiak's got it again. He'll crisscross at the blue line and shoot a rising shot, and Scheide makes a glove save. He'll just hang on for a whistle. 8:33 left in the opening period.
So the goals for Boise were scored by number 12, Bibiak, assisted by number 2, Joshua Kincaid, and number 77. I don't have him on my roster. Number 77 not on there. And that was at 9:05 of the first period. And the second goal was from number 3, Smith, from Bibiak, and number 17, Eric Pinsky, and that was at 10:35.
Ayers will set it up behind his own net. Tollett charges after it there. Zach Tollett with some quality minutes here in the opening period for Weber State. Picking it up is Paulin. And the puck behind Scheide. Now up along the far wall, and the Wildcats able to clear it out. It's Tollett. They've
There
told
you
me
go.
that 100 times, and for 6 years I've called him Tollett.
Well, as long as he hears his name, I'm sure he's not going to complain.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I asked him the other day. He didn't care. So I just want to do him right, though. That's all.
Absolutely.
Nice defensive play by Weber State as the Boise player tried to split the defense and into the zone. Here's Capanos. He'll look and put a shot right on net. A big rebound. Capanos again. Loose puck in front. Simpson can't bang it into the net. It'll come outside the zone, and on the delay, Weber State now sends it in. There's two players knocked down for Weber. They're right back into the action, though. Weber tries to throw a shoulder. Now into the zone. Boise State sends one in, and that's off the stick of number 52, Pavlik, on a sharp angle shot and a big rebound. Then a huge check and a shoulder. As going to the penalty box is going to be Boise State number 21, Hodges, and that's a rancid check as he came up high with the shoulder.
Yeah, Weber has to be real careful. Like I was talking about earlier, they got to keep their composure in times like that. You know, you're going to be on the power play, and you got guys coming in with a follow-up hit, which could potentially cause them to even up the on-ice strength or even make themselves down where they once had the power play. But luckily for them on that play right there, Steve, nothing extra was called. There's some pushing and shoving. Understandably so. I mean, your guy gets banged up against the boards. You want to stand up for your teammates. I get that. But you got to be smart. You're down by one goal, less than half the period left to play. You don't want to go in by one, and you don't want to cause yourself a power play opportunity for sure.
So 6:57 on the clock. The penalized player knew it immediately. He just strolled right over into the penalty box without question, and it's Scheide who plays it far side away from the pressure. Weber just waits. Now behind the net, Weber State will set it up. Now they'll come out straight away. Here's Jonathan Kosman with speed. Works it around one defender, now two. He'll gain the blue line, tries to work around three, and he is around Kincaid. Side of the net, centers, and it's out of the reach of Coleman. Boise able to clear it down. Pizarro's going to pick it up. Here's Alex Pizarro now. Skating forward, straight up the middle of the ice, sends it on net. I don't think that's what he wanted to do, and Ayers is going to hang on.
No, I think he was just looking for a dump in there. He was playing the dump and chase. He was going to chase down his own dump in. But the goaltender said, I'm going to have none of that. Let's get a face-off and restart.
Weber changes all five players, and it's Martinez who comes into the face-off circle, and it's controlled by Kornberg. No, Boise State takes it right away, sends it down the ice, and we're already down to just over a minute left in the penalty to Hodges. Weber State unable, as of yet, to get their power play set up in the zone. Let's see if Hobbs can fix that problem. He's into the zone, sends it to Kornberg, and now it is set up. It'll come to the point, and Aquino too far to the center of the ice. The puck comes to the neutral zone. Boise State's going to change, and Aquino carries the puck into the zone. Deep, and now a penalty as Aquino is hooked. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Weber State. And now maybe they can get the power play set up because it hasn't looked good.
Yeah, and
so far.
You know, Aquino wasn't on the boards there where he should have been. But that's one of the strengths of Aquino's game is he's an offensive defenseman. He chased it down using his speed and was able to gain the zone and draw a penalty there.
So the penalty goes to Bobby Skinner, number 18, on the hook. 5:38 now left in the opening period. 2-1 Boise State with the lead. And a 5-on-3 opportunity for Weber State. 39 seconds left in the original penalty to Hodges. And the top line for Weber State. Back on the ice. An excellent face-off win to Coleman. Comes to the point. Pizarro. Tullett. Dig away at it in the corner, and he's got it. Tullett sends it to Pizarro. Pizarro, and a beautiful defensive play there by Ames. Nullifies that attempt. Pizarro's in the corner, digging away at it again. He's in a battle with Pinsky. Along the wall, now behind the net. Coleman has it. He'll just glide along, still hold. Now send it to Weber at the point. Weber winds and fakes. Now back to Weber. Now we'll send it back across Pizarro, looking for a slap pass. Cosman saves the day and regathers the puck. Weber now works around one defender. He's in the high slot, top of the circle, tipped. And the first penalized player's out of the box. A regular 5-on-4 penalty or power play as Weber holds it in. And then Boise State will clear the zone, and Ryan Scheide sets it up behind his own net.
Yeah,
2-1 Broncos.
Yeah, Weber was looking for an angle there on a shot, trying to use some screens there, but never really got the opportunity.
Here's Kornberg, put himself in an excellent position in the high slot, then overskated, and Hobbs will retreat and pick up the loose puck. Around the net now, Hobbs. They'll never catch him. They slap at him as he goes by. Hobbs puts on the brakes, top of the circle, waits, comes across to Aquino. Aquino, rising shot, just missed the corner of the net. Martinez is going to hold it in deep in the corner, and Kornberg comes over to help. Sent to the point, Aquino. Now along the hash marks.
Yeah, number
It's
37
Johnson.
for Weber, Johnson, who you just mentioned. He's one of those kind of players that doesn't use a lot of flash, but his grit and his sheer determination, and he is skilled with the puck.
Here's Aquino loose at the side of the net. Couldn't put it in. Tried to go blocker high. And I've noticed that about Johnson in the last couple of games we've played. Behind the net now, along the hash marks, and Boise State back at even strength. Here's Johnson. Johnson upends a man, no penalty. And the puck still loose in the zone. Aquino's going to play it there as Campanos is challenged. He's double teamed. Coming over to help is Simpson. Johnson is there as well. 3 players for the Wildcats. And Boise State can't clear the zone. It comes to the point. Slap shot. A little bit of a snap shot over the net, then scooped off the glass and down the ice. And Weber settles the rolling puck and gives it right back to Simpson. No, it gets through Simpson. Johnson throws a check. Still loose, right along the line. Now here's Johnson, poked off his stick by Kincaid. Great defense. Josh Kincaid. Simpson is into the zone onside, but he's ridden out of the play nicely by Green. Wrap it around the boards, held in by Kosman. Puts on the brakes. Pizarro, a one-timer. Tipped in front. The puck bounces high, and Simpson gathers it in for Weber State. He'll have help from Kosman now. Right along the wall, Pizarro holding it as Weber. He's challenged. He's chopped off his stick as he didn't see the back check, and Weber regathers. And a great defensive play on the back check from Weber. Kosman throws his shoulder in the corner. Boise State centers. Loose puck in front of the net. Minton can't get a stick on it. And Scheide's going to hold for the whistle.
Yeah, that play was created simply by the pressure of number 17. That's Penske. For Boise State, who kind of snuck up on Jake Weber at the blue line there, and then with his speed got it in the zone and created an opportunity. And Penske's Boise State's leading scorer with 68 points on the season.
I'm telling you, if it's not Jake Weber, that guy's in alone.
Oh, yeah, Jake Weber's a fantastic defender. He's got a lot of speed.
He gets back and nullifies everything. I've seen the same play where a guy's going to take it from that position and end up on net. 2-on-1 for the Wildcats. They're into the zone. Johnson shoots, no rebound. For Myers is Kornberg screaming down the slot, looking for the loose puck.
Myers did a good job there not cheating over because, Kornberg was right there with Johnson to his left. And if Ayers had slid over at all, Johnson would have had a almost wide open net there. So he did a good job staying at home, staying tight, and swallowed that puck right in his emblem.
Here's another loose puck, and that dribble's just wide of the post. Kornberg chopping at it in front of the net. Now he's deep in the corner, and he's in a battle with Hodges. He'll have help from Hobbs. Hobbs digs away at it. He's triple teamed. Coming over is Kornberg. Hobbs still has the puck tied up along the dasher boards. They bang away at it. Comes off the wall. Hobbs right to the front of the net. He's ripped down. No penalty. And the Broncos are going to counter. It's on the stick of Paulin. He's in, puts on the brake, shoots, and kick save by Ryan Scheide. Picked up by Kornberg. 3 wide. Here come the Wildcats. They'll scoop it high and peel off on a line change. Taken by Skinner behind the net to Kincaid. Now back to Skinner. He'll set it up behind Ayers and wait for the play to develop. He comes to Kincaid in the corner. He mishandles and forced to give it back to Skinner. It's Dakota Fox causing all sorts of trouble, and now the Broncos just clear it to center ice, and it's taken by Georges. He'll wrap it off the wall and around the net. Kincaid behind the netminder. Kincaid now with a little bit of speed, ridden out on a beautiful check from Martinez as he let the big man have it and knocked the puck free. What a check by Martinez.
Yeah, good job by him to force that pressure there and keep Boise from attacking.
Here's another great play by Georges on the defensive side. Dakota Fox overskates, and the Broncos have the puck in the Wildcat zone. It comes to Kincaid. He avoids a check. The puck dribbles side of the net. Now loose in front, tipped off. And a penalty upcoming. And it's going to be to Boise State again with 27 seconds left in the period. Back to the power play go the Weber State Wildcats. Ryan Scheide came down to say hello between games and wanted to give a shout out to his parents and make sure we said hello to them. So hang on a second. Where'd they say they were from, Wayne? California? Oh, Odessa, Texas. That's right. So a shout out to the Scheides watching their son in net from Odessa, Texas. Hey, the hockey hotbed of Texas.
That's where the Jackalopes are from.
Whatever that is, bro.
You can call them the Lopes like you did last game, but
right.
you wouldn't be far off saying Cantaloupe.
All right, fair enough. Loose puck taken by Minton for Boise State. He had to wait on the delayed offsides. He'll play it back to the defense. It's on the stick of Ames. For the Broncos and no place to go. You just rifle it down because they are short-handed. They're down at 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Ooh, I thought that one was in there right at the last second. And speaking of shout-outs, a couple of Ryan's former teammates from Oswego, New York, in the NA3, the Stampede, they're also having a watch party for tonight's game in support of Ryan Scheide. So Scheide's got a little support tonight.
That's right. Have a little beer and pizza, boys, and enjoy the Weber State Wildcat hockey game from Ogden, Utah. The other hockey hotbed, Utah.
We're picking up momentum. We're not quite a hotbed yet, but the hockey in Utah is nothing to shake a stick at for sure.
No, it's good stuff. Actually, and I have a nephew, a couple of nephews playing, and they play some competitive hockey. So they travel all over the country, these kids, no matter where you're from. So hockey, a big deal. All right, Mitch, we've reached our first intermission. We'll take a break here and be back with second period action. You're watching the Western Regional Tournament of ACHA Division II from the ice sheet in Ogden, Utah. we get set here for second period action. It's 2-1. Boise State with the lead, but the Wildcats have a power play for another minute 33. Wildcats moving from left to right in this second period. That means Boise State obviously the other direction.
The Wildcats really need to get some pressure going here and then sustain that. They kind of let off the gas after they scored that first goal, but hopefully they can get something going here and stay on it.
Coleman snaps one toward the net. That's blockered out of play. And a little bit of miscue by the Wildcats. There's three guys tumbling on top of each other in the neutral zone. They never really got a good stride off that face-off.
No, never did. It kind of bogged down right here in the neutral zone. And, you know, a shot came off from Coleman's stick, but nothing really dangerous for errors in net.
Behind the net, the Wildcats want to work out in front, and they do. No, it's knocked down off the stick of Kosman. It'll come to Weber. Weber sends it across. One-timer and a blast! Just whistles wide of the post. And Pizarro got all of it, buddy. There's
yeah.
No kidding. He got all of that puck. He'll pick it up behind the net, and Alex Pizarro skates forward. Gains the blue line around Kincaid. Kincaid got just enough to knock the puck free, but Pizarro back on his skates. Now he's knocked down again. There's a slap at the puck by Aquino. I'm not sure what he wanted to do with that. It was like a golf shot, buddy.
Yeah.
With a 9-iron.
I think he birdied that hole.
Perfect.
Yeah, Weber State having some trouble really getting set up.
Mesa's got it. He'll zip it through the slot. And along the wall is Dakota Fox. He's challenged by the captain, Bibiak. And the puck is free. Boise State will pick it up. They're behind Ayers.
You know, Boise State a couple times in that first period looking to get a call. Right now, Weber has been on the power play 3-4 times, and Boise State has yet to have a power play opportunity.
Well, the teams are skating even strength as the penalty expires.
Yeah, faceoffs in that first period were 12-8 in favor of Boise State. They're doing a good job in the draws. I know I mentioned that in the start of the game that Weber State needed to continue their prowess in the faceoffs, but Boise State's taking it to them.
Georges is on the puck, and Aquino's going to help out. Aquino looks for Capino. It's picked up by Georges in stride. Both Georges gained the blue line and ridden out of the play, and it's picked up in front of the net and worked out by Stinson. Ames moves it forward. And it's on the stick of Minton. He just sends one toward the net from the neutral zone. Aquino has it now. Aquino. And a little hip check, loses possession of the puck, and then it's fanned on, but it gets through to the intended recipient, Simpson, anyway. And now the Wildcats will make a line change, and the bad one is here come the Broncos. 3-on-2. Drop pass. Snap it toward the net. And in the shooting lane, Weber State's Aquino. Boise State will pick it up again. Loose puck, side of the net, and jam it off the outside of the cage. Picked up again by the Broncos. It's Pinsky, who holds it all the way to the blue line, then forced to give it away. He ran out of room. And this one, an icing as it gets through Pizarro. No, they say play on.
Not real sure about why that wasn't called.
But it messed up the Broncos anyway.
Yeah, it should have been an icing in my estimation. But.
Now Kosman puts on the brakes behind the net, sends it in front, scooped that by Coleman, but not into the net. Kosman again is going to gather it up along the hash mark, send it across, and it's tipped out of danger and over along the far wall. Gathering it up there is Ayers, number 7. Chris Ayers still on the puck. Now he gives it to Weber State, and it comes to Aquino. Aquino just glides in, shoots it, and up over the crossbar. It's Williams who backhands it deeper into the corner. Hobbs is on now, and upended a Weber State player, Coleman, but no penalty as he got tangled up. Ayers again for Boise State, but Coleman is there, And the puck will come across to Williams on his backhand at the blue line, forced to dump it into the corner where Hobbs gathers it up. He's double teamed. He'll have help from Coda Coleman. They dig away, and it comes to Williams. He'll send one toward the net, and looking for a tip was Kornberg in front.
Number 21 there, Hodges did a good job of nullifying his player in front. Made that centering pass harmless by taking his guy out of the picture there.
Off the boards and down the ice. That'll be an icy. No, they wave it off again. That puck will dribble off the backboards to the side of the net, and Boise State clears it from danger. That'll come to number 24, and that's going to be Haywood, and Haywood just zips it right back in. Now it's Johnson who has it. Shoots through a screen, and Kornberg couldn't get a stick on the rebound. Williams, he'll send one toward the net, and that's intercepted. Now Boise State able to clear the zone. Green has it. He's challenged by Williams, who bumps it back to the neutral zone. A big check by Kornberg. Didn't upend the man, but knocked the puck free. Taking it there is Trevor Smith, number 3, and he's challenged by Johnson. The puck's still loose in the Broncos zone. They'll scoop it high, and it's going to be the captain, Weber, who charges after a rolling puck, settles it, avoids the check, and it's taken at the point now loose in front. Scoop it toward the net, and great defense by Jake Weber to get back into the play. Dakota Fox is going to drag the stick through his skates onto the stick, and he'll scoop it from the neutral zone on net, and they'll hold for a whistle.
Yeah, number 18 for Weber so far this period has done for Boise State, that's Skinner, has done a fantastic job so far this period. He's put himself in positions that has defensively that have helped nullify Weber's attack this period so far. And also number 3 for Boise State, Smith, also doing a good job back there in his defensive zone.
Yeah, he had a good shift, especially that last one.
Yeah.
So Weber has a few words with Pinsky after the whistle there. And a face-off win to the Broncos. They want to scoop it high. And they do, but it won't get through the defense of Weber State. It's taken down by Minton as he gloves it down. He's in the high slot, shoots, and that's knocked down. Right in position is Waronker. This will come to Smith as he puts one harmlessly toward the net. Now Kincaid, he'll wind up and shoot, and the Wildcats can counter 2-on-2. Tullett has it. Zach Tullett into the zone. Can't dance around the defense of Smith, though. And Smith forces the play into the corner. Dakota Fox, a good check. And that means Weber's going to have a chance at the point. He'll wrap it around the boards behind the net. Tullett, a little nifty tip. And the puck came side of the net, but taken by the Broncos. They'll work it down now. The Broncos have changed it up. They got that stretch pass going now. They'll zip one toward the net, and that's knocked down by Aquino.
Yeah, Weber took that on the back of his leg there.
Was it Weber? Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming up a little lame. Knowing Jake Weber, he'll probably want to stay on the ice for another minute and a half or so because he likes being on the ice. He gets energy from being on the ice, but he will skate off. But one of the things that's concerning for any Weber fans is Boise seems to have the jump on him right now in all facets of the game.
Seems Boise's trying to stretch the big ice.
Yeah, take advantage of that ice. But they're still playing physical, which is to their benefit at this point, it seems.
Broncos into the zone. George just throws his shoulder, and the puck is free along the wall, not out of the zone, as it's backhanded deep into the corner by Ames. Boise State still on it behind the net. Now gathering it up is Kapanos off the wall. A good pass and in stride. Here come the Wildcats. It's number 3, Simpson. Still loose is Simpson. Now gathering a puck with players all over the ice. And Aquino still has it. He'll send it right back into the mess of players.
Yeah, he was looking for a tip off of Simpson there. Simpson was positioned great right in front of the net. Aquino saw it and kept it on the ice.
Again, it's loose in front. Now it'll come cross ice and off the wall. A good shift by Weber State to keep the traffic and the puck in front of the net. Boise State's going to rip it down the ice. And Boise State exhausted. And 3 times the Wildcats just float that puck into a maze of people in front of the net. Couldn't bang it in.
No, but actually, right after I mentioned the lack of jump in Weber's game. They pick it up a notch, and they're able to get some pressure on Boise's goaltender, Ayers, who's done a good job in his defense down low, is also helping him out.
That was a great shift from Weber State. Now it's the top line for Weber State, back on. And a tired shift for Boise State. Boise State will win the faceoff. They're able to clear the zone. If they get it deep, they should be able to change, and they do. Playing it there is Haywood, but not out of the zone. On a miscue, it does come to the neutral zone, and a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Coleman. Survey sends it across. Saved by the goaltender for Boise State.
Ayers.
That's Kyle Ayers. Somehow goes post to post and makes the save.
Yeah, that was
nice
a good job by him.
By Coda Coleman to just hang on to that puck and then put it right where it needed to be. Nice floating pass on the backhand, put it right on the mark.
Yeah, it was a good pass, and he had guys streaking down.
Kincaid's going to bang it off the boards, and it'll float up and out of play. So 8 minutes have rolled off the clock here in the second period. It's 2-1. Boise State with a lead. Boise State had a 1-0 lead. Weber State tied it up, and Boise put another one in that first period. That's how we arrived at 2-1. Williams shoots one toward the net, got through the defense, but harmlessly to the corner. Haywood is on it, waits on the delay, and then hits a player in the back, and then he's destroyed. On a check by Minton. He's right back up and into action, though. As the puck's in the corner, where Coleman throws a check. It's going to be covered. That looked a little dangerous.
Yeah,
as what was his name? Hodges put himself in an awkward position.
Yeah, he skated straight into the boards there, knowing he had pressure coming from Coleman. Coleman could have turned off, but he definitely didn't launch into that. But that's really close to a check from behind. And as we saw last week, that would have been called a check from behind if it was the same officiating crew.
That would have been terrible because it was, not the right call. This will come all the way to the neutral zone, hustling after it. Weber State, but it's going to roll in all the way on Scheide, and he mishandles. Boise State now centers. Oh, and in the high slot, overskating was Minton. Here's Kornberg, a nifty pass, and it's Jake Weber. Weber to the blue line and a poke check, but offsides. We're the Wildcats. Boy, how did that happen?
Well, I think they were trying to drive in but drop it back, and it was dropped just a hair too early. I don't think Kornberg had gained the zone there, gained the blue line, and drew his guys off, drew himself offsides, actually. So, we'll have that face-off right in front of us, just outside of Boise's blue line.
And they still chip away at it. Now Kornberg wanted to dance into the zone, but it's taken away by Boise State. They'll gain the blue line, and that shot misses everything. Side of net, they'll gather it up in the high slot, an open man, but he had the puck on his backhand, couldn't settle it. Now it's sent across, and Ames has it. Now it'll come across where Trevor Smith will play it. Smith wants to go cross ice. It gets through Hobbs, but he'll regather, and he's back on the puck. He'll give it to Weber. Weber off the boards, and then move forward on a nifty pass, and here comes Johnson. The defense is there, though, and Johnson can't get around the defense of Ames. It is Hobbs, though. He's double-teamed. A loose puck. Hobbs still has it. He'll backhand it into the near corner, and charging after it is Johnson. He's picked up by Smith. And Boise State looks to clear. No, Weber's going to hold it in. Still in the corner, Hobbs and Johnson battle away, and here's a player upended. No, he lost an edge. And it's Johnson right back in the play. Now Hobbs looks at Weber, gives him the puck. Weber, room to shoot, he will! And that hit Johnson in front. Boise State able to clear it, comes to Aquino. Aquino on the delay, and they're onside, and he'll rip it off the glass behind the net. Comes to the near corner, Kornberg will wait. Send it to Weber again at the point. A long shift for Jake Weber. Behind the net, they send it in front, score!
What a nice play there. You got Jake Weber holding the blue line, sends it low. I think that's Tollett down low, who backhands it right in front to Martinez, who buried it.
Ayers didn't have a chance as Martinez went far post and put it right in. What a play out of the corner on a backhand pass. Right on the mark, and Martinez makes no mistake with 9:49 left in the second period. It's 2-2. We're midway through the game and tied at 2. Boise State, Skinner moves the puck along. Now it comes to Tollett, 3-on-2 for the Wildcats. Straight away, Martinez shoots, save Ayers. Oh, he robbed Martinez there as Martinez with the left-handed shot tried to go 5-hole.
Yeah, looking for a second one there.
It's Aquino, and he misses Tollett. That puck is tipped. It'll come to the neutral zone, or to the Wildcat zone. No icing, and Aquino will play it in the corner. Tollett charges after it. Aquino's got it. Here's Aquino, a little bit of room to skate. He gains the center line, bounce it off the wall, and pick it up himself on the forecheck. Has Fox in front of the net. Can't get him the puck. Picked up far side by Green, who clears the zone. And the pressure now from Weber State as they start to pour it on. Aquino plays it, and just out of the reach of Georges. Now the captain for Boise State sends it across, catches Minton in stride. Winding, shooting, and a blocker save. As all Scheide had a chance to do was flinch, and he flinched correctly.
He did.
Sent it off the blocker.
Yeah, we talk about this game being a game of inches, and we've seen that come true probably about 4 or 5 times in this period alone, not to mention in the first period. But that puck that was almost into Boise State zone was literally about an inch away from that attacking Weber State player, and then the puck an inch or less from going in top corner on Scheide there. 27 for Boise Menton, wound up and got all of it.
Oh, my. Boise's going to hold it in at the point, then fan on it. And here's an attempt. It's Kapanos. Kapanos some room, but hustling back the Broncos. And then a late hip check after the shot sends Kapanos into the wall. He put it on net, but he was cut off on the angle. He got a little tied up down here, so he didn't have a clean break. But a good play by Kapanos.
Yeah, that puck was bouncing at his feet, and it took him a second to gather it. And once he did, by that time the back checkers for Boise caught up to him and were able to break up that play.
Kapanos takes a hard ride into the backboards, but he'll stay in. He's in the faceoff circle to draw, and he wins it there. It's in the skates, though, of teammate Simpson. And then off the glass and down the ice. Should have an icing here. And we do.
So no surprises on that icing like a couple times earlier in the game, huh?
Yeah. I didn't know. I was going to wait until I heard the whistle. You never know, and they're going to blow it off.
I think in this game we kind of have to wait.
8:23 is the time remaining in the second period. And in the corner, it's Smith for Boise State. Right along the wall, and they do get enough to scoop it out. Waronker has it there for the Wildcats, and he makes a nifty play to Coleman. He'll go cross ice and in stride. It's Cosman winding, and a big shot as Ayers hangs on. Saw it all the way, and made a good save.
Yeah, it's a good shot choice, though. It sets up an offensive zone faceoff for Weber. And for Boise's side of it, I don't think they mind it too much because they've been doing so well on faceoffs, and their breakout's been working for them.
Cosman again with the puck side of the net. Shakes away a check, and then the bouncing puck gets through Weber. And it's picked up in stride by Stinson. He's wiped out by Weber. And Waronker. A chance to play it there, and Boise State gathers it up. It's tied up along the wall. Hustling over to play it is 26, Fodrea. In front of the net, the Boise team sets up camp. Weber just says no as that shot hits Jake Weber, as he won't let the captain, 22, Stinson actually, get set up.
That's the second shot that's hit Jake Weber in his backside. In this period.
He could see it coming. I think just stand in there. And he had a good battle going on with Stinson in front of the net. Here's Stinson, who plays it out of the zone. And Pizarro comes together, and he knocks a man off his skates. This pass will come. Onside is Johnson, but the puck's too hot. It's behind the net. They send it out in front. Kornberg a chance on a puck that hit him in the stomach. He just couldn't settle it on the ice. Hobbs has it there. A little drop pass to Williams. Williams shot. Hits a stick. Up high, and the puck will dribble to the wall. Williams again has it, and again he hits the defense, and this time the puck comes all the way down to the Wildcat zone. We're going to have a penalty against Weber State on an interference by Williams, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's going to be Boise's first power play opportunity of the game.
Williams hit the defenseman with the shot, and he didn't have a choice. If he didn't interfere with the guy, he had a clean break. So
yeah, that's not a bad penalty to take. It's the first one of the game for Weber. The momentum's in Weber's favor right now. Boise could take advantages of this and Barry wanted to break up this tie game we got here.
So a first opportunity of the game on the power play for Boise State, and it didn't start well as Aquino just rifles the puck right down the ice. 6.5 minutes left in the second period, and this puck will come cross ice and in stride. Here comes Pinsky. He'll lift the leg and rifle it into the zone. It's set up behind the net by the tender Scheide, and we have a whistle.
I think that must have hit the net behind the goal. The referee's not holding Weber from changing, so it wasn't a direct or a purposeful out of play situation, but Weber's not changing their penalty killers.
Weber State again clears the zone. Tollett challenges. He'll cause some trouble in the Broncos zone. It is Pinsky who sends it across. Now a little drop pass in stride. Top of the crease slot for Boise State. That shot doesn't get through. They'll send it across to the point. Top of the circle. Now they come back near side. Still holding, winding, shooting, and a save Scheide. That may have been tipped in front. Scheide a good save. Held there by Pinsky again. He'll look at the point, give it to the captain. The captain in the high slot, shoots, and a glove save by Scheide. Saw it all the way.
Yeah, he seems to be tracking the puck a little more, or a little better than he did in the first period. Had those 2 goals go in on him. Looked like he was fighting the puck a little bit. But in this period, he's done better as far as tracking it all the way into his glove or his belly.
Face-off win to the Wildcats in their own zone. They'll tie it up along the wall with the extra man. The Broncos take it away behind the net. They want to come out in front. Weber says no. And another whistle and a penalty coming up, pal.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Haywood, who comes over for Weber State, and now a full 40 seconds, 5-on-3 on the slash from Haywood, and Boise State a golden opportunity to regain that 1-goal lead, which they've already had twice.
Yeah.
Right now we're tied at 2, 5:16 left in the second period, and a 5-on-3 opportunity for Boise State. Along the hash marks, now right along the blue line. Send it over, it's Kincaid, top of the circle. He'll shovel it back and then get the pass right back. Looking for a tip in front on the slap pass. That gets through everyone, and Beebe will gather it up. It's Kincaid. He'll hold it, and the Broncos onside. Weber's going to tie him up, and the puck comes free. Those players still tied up. Now Kincaid. Backhands it to Beebe at the point. Back to Kincaid along the hash marks. Now Beebe wants to go straight away. He's denied. Now he's got the puck again. Gives it to Kincaid. He'll shoot, and an easy save. And
This is
Weber
one of those.
State.
This is one of those times in the game where momentum can swing either way. If Weber's able to kill this off, momentum can swing right back. On the other hand, if Boise's able to bury one, the first penalty's already finished. But if they can capitalize on this remaining minute or so of power play, they can steal all the momentum out of the second period, which Weber's been maintaining up until this point.
Agreed. The penalty to Williams has expired, and 1:09 left in the penalty to Martinez. 4:24 left in the period. Face-off in the Wildcat zone. It's controlled there by Pinsky, and Pinsky will send it to the corner. Nice tie up there by Georges as he's tied up with Smith, and now Smith cross-checks him back, and Undisciplined, rancid penalty from Smith. Too bad, because he just let his emotions run away with him after Georges maybe caught him up a little high. Instead of letting him go, he stayed after him and takes the penalty.
Yeah, those two had a pretty good battle going on down low in that corner there. Apparently Georges won that battle. It's now 4-on-4.
Wanted to make sure he knocked him down, and when he did, it's a cross check. So 4-on-4 skating here for a minute. And a face-off won by the Wildcats. They'll drift it into the near corner. Kornberg hustles after it, has Aquino at the point. They'll dish it off there, now along the near hash marks. They have it set up, and it's Martinez skating and then poked off his stick. And Martinez lucky to get away with one there as he hip-checked Pinsky and wouldn't let him break out.
Yeah, Martinez was actually looking for a penalty on that play. Put his palms to the air there, looking for something, but nothing coming.
Yep. He got away with one there. Now Martinez is skating in to the zone. He'll backhand it behind the net. It makes it to Kornberg. Kornberg works away from the defense and punches it to Aquino. Wildcats are going to hold it in. It's Aquino. Dancing away from a check. In the circle, shoots. Oh, my. Now Boise State clears the zone. And out of the box is Haywood. 1 minute of power play time for the Wildcats. And it's Martinez with speed. Nice poke check from Minton. Kornberg has it there. Kornberg in the corner, forced in there by Bibiuk. He'll backhand it to Aquino. Aquino snaps it toward the net. And Ayers kicks it to the corner. Pizarro waits for it there. Now it's Kornberg behind the net. He has his pocket picked, and it's taken by Boise State out of the zone, but no further. And just across the blue line, now they'll shovel it deep. And it rolls right in on Scheide. Weber, and Kincaid takes it.
Kincaid's a big kid. He's using his long stride to put pressure there on Weber State's defense. But Weber State comes out with it.
So all teams back at even straight. 2 minutes left in the second period. That'll come to Pizarro at the point. He'll hold it in. Now it's Kosman. Now Coleman. He drifts one right to the front of the net, and that's chipped out. And down the ice by Weber.
Yeah, you know, Weber State, having killed off both of those penalties, had their power play, nothing really coming of it either way. You know, it kind of is indicative of the way this game has gone. Back and forth, back and forth. We got a 2-2 hockey game. Nobody's winning at this point. Little battles are being won, but overall, this is a very even matchup.
1 minute to play in the second period, and spinning with the puck are the Boise State Broncos. They'll send it in deep, picked up by Williams. Williams chops away at it. It's up and out of play. And a lot of teams will change. We'll have a face-off inside the Wildcat zone. So, buddy, it's about 5 years ago, middle of December, I picked up asthma. And so for 3 months out of the year, I have asthma. Never had it before in my life. Middle of December till the 1st of March, I cough.
Yeah, well, hopefully it warms up for your benefit, so you don't have that cough anymore.
Dude, it's the craziest thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah. Our bodies do some strange things at times.
It's nuts, buddy. Why at this time in my life, and why just those months? It's just the rough weather, dry weather here in Utah.
Yeah, and with that snow that just came this week, undoubtedly it's pretty dry.
They'll snap one towards Scheide, and he'll make a glove save, and then a player knocked down in front.
You know,
I'm Pinsky.
I'm hoping out of that play that just happened nothing comes of it, because I understand what the Boise State player is trying to do there. And I also understand what the Weber State player is trying to do, but don't throw yourself on the ice. Not in a 2-2 game, 27 seconds remaining in the second period. You know, I get it. I get it. We want to win. We want any kind of advantage we can get. But you got touched in front of the net. Don't fall like that. I don't mean to call him out specifically, but he threw his head back there and wasn't touched very hard at all.
There's Aquino. He'll backhand it along the wall. Then they'll drift it up for Weber. It's out of his reach and sent right back into the Wildcat zone. Now they'll sprint forward. Only 10 seconds or 14 seconds left in the period. The Wildcats are offside. And it's Kincaid. He'll sends it up for Minton. Out of his reach. Weber's there. We're down at 4 seconds, and a shot comes across, a beautiful block on the shot by Aquino. And the horn sounds. We're tied at 2, headed to the third period. We'll take our second intermission break and be back with the final period of action after this short break. We're set for third period action, tied at 2. All right, Mitch, is this what you call a barn burner?
This is what I call a really tight game.
A huge hit there right off the start from Waronker. All right, buddy, I agree. Here's a drop pass. And one sent toward the net. The Wildcats look to wrap around, send it in front, and a save by Ayers. This one ripped back through the slot. And Boise State will counter. Here they are with a break. It's Kincaid, the defenseman, shoots and scores. Oh, my.
I have a question for you, Steve. Where was the defense on that play?
What's the defenseman doing way down here on the breakaway? Goodness gracious.
I tell you what, that is not, I can guarantee you that's not what Weber was looking for to start this period, Waronker had that big hit. I think he got caught a little flat-footed there. Not that that was his fault for that goal at all, but, that's one of those unfortunate breaks for Weber. Very fortunate break.
The defenseman was in deep, and they had a forward covering the point here.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, and just a miscue by Weber State. And it is 3-2. Boise State has regained that one-goal lead for the third time tonight. And Weber State in a tight one here within the first minute of the third period. Find themselves down 1 goal. Like I said, for the third time tonight, here's Hobbs in the corner. He's double-teamed, still fighting for the puck, and he's got it. He'll come to the point. Aquino toward the net, hits a stick and dribbles to the corner. Picked up by Hobbs behind the net. He's challenged by Kincaid, who takes it away. Kincaid will shield the puck from Johnson. And now he'll have some help from 26, Fodria, if that's correct.
I believe it's Fodria.
Fodria. All right.
And as they battle down low, I got the report on that goal. It was number 2, Kincaid, from number 17, Pinsky, and number 12, Biebeck, the captain. And that came at 29 seconds of the first period. Or, correction, third period.
There you go. It better be the third period.
Otherwise, we're in for a long night.
Yeah, we're in trouble. And we got to come back tomorrow for 4 more.
I will be here with you the whole way, my friend.
Ah, sweet, buddy. 2-on-2. Here comes Johnson. He's into the zone, crisscrossing with Martinez. Sends one toward the net. And didn't miss by much. Martinez in the corner. They'll work it away from him. Try the far side. Williams is going to hold it in. He'll shovel it. It bounces over the stick of Martinez. He's deep in the corner in a tussle with Skinner.
Speaking of Williams, I was chatting with him between periods, and Weber State is ready to win this hockey game. Now, if they can take that energy from between periods and bring that to the ice and finish strong, they can do it.
They started the third period with a huge jump in their step.
Yeah. So let's see if they can keep their heads about them and continue pressuring and tie this game back up and make it a game again. I mean, not that it's not a game.
They just got trapped in an awkward position where they had a defenseman down low and a forward out here at the point.
Yeah, the defensemen for Weber are being very aggressive at not pinching per se, but holding that blue line and not trying not to let Boise State come out with any speed off the dump or off the glass bump, if that makes sense.
It's Kincaid for Boise State. Behind the net, he'll zip one along. Now it's the captain, Biebeck. He'll drop it for a one-timer, and that misses everything. Off the dasher boards behind the net. Now it's deep in the corner again. Held there by Boise State. They're challenged by Weber, and it's Simpson. Simpson will break out, and Weber State gains the line 3 wide. Simpson makes a move, and finally poke checked by Kincaid. It'll come to Kapanos. He wants to shoot, but he didn't get much on it. Weber's going to have to hustle back. He will. Jake Weber spins away from the pressure that he feels from Pinsky, and he's still on the puck. Here's Weber. Waits, looks, backhand, scoops it high and wide, hustling over to hold the point. Coda Coleman. Behind the net is Smith for Boise State. Kapanos in a struggle there. Boise State can't clear as they hit the referee. Now double teamed.
I think that was a Pizarro, or correction, Kosman sandwich there between the two Boise players.
That's what exactly. A nice poke check from Aquino, and he's got the puck. Has Kosman open on the wing. He'll scoop it deep, and Kosman's going to charge in. He'll pick it up in stride. Has to avoid the check of Smith. And Smith has the puck. That kind of took the wind out of the sails of the crowd, and Weber State, they were on fire in that opening minute.
Yeah, it really did. It's quiet in here right now. Quieter than I've heard it in the past 4 or 5 games.
Coleman, a pass off the wall, and in stride, here comes Pizarro. Pizarro ridden out of the play and hard into the boards. Picking it up there, and cross-check from behind, and knocked down is Kosman. Upcoming penalty. Jonathan Kosman holds the puck, stick handle still, and zips it toward the net.
Oh, we got to be careful here. Sorry, that looked like it almost bounced in towards their net off of their own player's skate.
So an empty net on the delayed penalty for Weber State. They'll send it cross ice. That's out of reach, and it'll be touched up. And then batted out of the air. Coming to the penalty box, Trevor Smith, number 3, on the cross check.
He doesn't seem too happy about that call there, Steve.
Oh, but he's going to take a seat anyway. I'm thinking tomorrow I might go sit up there. It's kind of nifty to sit up there and broadcast down onto the ice. Maybe Saturday I'll do that.
We can go up there if you want. I was actually telling Lane before the game that I wouldn't mind broadcasting from up higher. It gives you a better vantage point. You can see the ice really well.
We'll do that tomorrow. We're close right here. We'll go upstairs tomorrow. Aquino's going to hold it in. Slapping away at it, Martinez. Martinez has the puck. Straight away, gives it to the point. On the back pass. They'll send it across looking back door, and that's broken up by 23 Ames. 2 players for Boise State. Fan on the clear. That means Martinez has the puck. He'll give it over. And held in by Johnson. He'll zip it into the corner. Now along the hash marks. And Weber State, that's Kornberg. Oh, he hustled to hold it in after the miscue. And they still battle in the corner. Tied up there.
Ames is doing a good job of killing off precious seconds on that power play for Weber.
Kornberg's going to dig it out. It comes to Johnson at the point now, out of the zone. Too bad. If you're a Wildcat fan, it's Martinez. He comes right back in off the wall. Takes it. Taking it away, the Boise State players in shorthanded. They'll take one and shoot it toward the net and a kick save, and Scheide had to be hot. Johnson now into the zone. He's triple teamed, peels wide, puts on the brakes, drops it for Aquino, zips it across, and that's taken away. And shorthanded again, the Broncos work around Weber in front of the net. Shoot, and a save, Scheide.
Referee got in the way of Weber there as Weber was trying to track down that rebound.
A rare miscue by Weber along the wall as he lost an edge and let the player work right in front of Scheide. And that could have been a game saver right there. In a tight game like this, Scheide comes up big with a man all alone in front.
That's one of those that we want to look back, depending on the outcome of this game, we'll look back on and be like, that could have been the opportunity for Boise to put this away or for Weber to make a comeback.
Well, Scheide's going to settle the puck right in front of the net, and that's going to do it for the power play. Is on his feet is Smith. And they unlock the box and let him out. Jonathan Kosman with some nifty skating through the neutral zone. Looks and shoots, and a blocker save by Ayers. Kosman again back on the puck. One-timer from Weber. Looking for a tip is Coleman in front. Still loose puck. And picked up by Kosman. Pizarro wants the puck. Instead, he gives it to Weber. Snap it toward the net and miss everything. Picked up by Smith. And he'll shovel it out. Weber is there. And he rips it right back into the zone. Loose puck. Picked up by Skinner. And he'll send it behind the net. Now it's picked up and worked by Hodges. Hodges avoids Kosman.
Hodges did a good job there of maintaining his composure with the oncoming check of Kosman.
There's Minton somehow retains control of the puck. He works all the way in front of the net. They send the puck. It's Capados on it there. Boise State picking up the physical play as they send one through the slot again. Here's Kincaid. He'll shoot, save, and a rebound. Side of the net, they jam away at it. And losing a goal stick is Scheide, and a whistle.
Yeah, Scheide on that first shot got kind of clipped, and his stick came out of his hands. He did a good job of tracking where that puck was and doing what he could in the scramble mode to keep that puck out.
All right, 8 minutes have rolled off the clock here in the third period. Boise State, the 1-goal lead. It's 3-2 as they look for some revenge here in the regional tournament against Weber State, who beat them soundly in the Mountain West Conference Championship. Behind the net, they struggle for the puck. It's picked up by the Wildcats in the corner. They'll send it to the point. The open man glides toward the center of the ice and zips one just wide of the post.
That one looked like it kind of surprised Scheide. I don't think he saw it until the last moment, the way he reacted to that puck.
Minton again, and the Broncos have the Wildcats tied up here. Now the Wildcats will clear, and it's Kincaid who's going to pick it up and work it away from Georges. They miss everything, though. It comes to the red line and gets through Williams. Kornberg comes over, or Haywood. He'll tie up a man in the corner. Has help from Alex Pizarro. Pizarro can't clear the zone. Now he does. Now it's a delayed offsides, and as they play it, we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, that puck, it wasn't out of the zone by much, but obviously the linesman saw it clearly. He was in really good position over there, over by the benches on that blue line, and made the call. No argument from either team. You notice the physical play picking up this period?
Yeah, Boise State starting to bring the action. And the Wildcats through the neutral zone. Some nifty passing there on the short passes. Able to gain the zone. Pizarro spins away from the check of Ames. And the Wildcats still on it. It comes to Waronker. His shot, rebound. Pizarro can't bang it in. Coleman's going to battle as he's tied up. They're going to call that a penalty. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah, I can't say that I agree with that one. I mean, his stick was tied up.
But he let go of it.
Yeah.
That's no good. Coda Coleman's going to go to the penalty box. You look at the replay here. He's tied up. He gets his stick caught in the jersey, then he just lets go.
Yeah, but I think what the referee Jim Casper saw on that was on his back check, he lifted his stick, got it caught up in the jersey, and his arm was already on its way up before he let go of the stick. That's a good call.
So a power play to Boise State, and it's Bibiak, the captain. Now it's deep in the corner. Now back along the blue line. Bibiak's got it again. They'll play catch. Bibiak, he gets through him and down the ice. Miscue on the passing. Kincaid a little too hot for the captain. It gets through. Ayers behind his own net. We've reached the midway point of the third period. Exactly 10 minutes left in the game. Kincaid now glides behind the net. Georges takes a swat at him. Martinez is going to throw a shoulder at him. They'll wind and shoot. That doesn't get through as it hits the defense in the shooting lanes. They'll look for a pass again. Scheide looking for a tip in front. Scheide hangs on for a whistle. That's right in front of the net.
So
Griffin Ames.
So to bring this up real quick, looking at the power play opportunities for both teams, Weber State has had 5 power play opportunities. Right now, Boise State is on their 3rd power play opportunity. Clearly, and nobody scored on the power play, Steve. So what that tells me is this is a good chess match between two good penalty killing teams and 2 good power play teams, because last week, Weber State had 3 or 4 power play goals against Utah State, and Utah State had 3 or 4 goals against Weber State too. So
yeah,
kind of playing that cat and mouse kind of game at this point on the power plays.
Bibiak has it along the near hash marks. He'll dig away as Haywood challenges. And the puck hops up and out of play. Still 42 seconds left in the penalty to Dakota Coleman. And a face-off inside the Wildcat zone. There's a stick tied up as Kornberg was tangled with a man. Simpson is there as well. Minton wants to dance to the front of the net, and the Wildcats say no. The puck's loose behind the net, They'll give it to Kincaid, far point. He'll come cross ice. Bibiuk now back to Kincaid, winds and shoots right along the ice. Wide of the net. And the Wildcats can't gain control of the puck and clear. Still 15 seconds for Coleman to sit in the box. There's one. They zip toward the net, and that may have been tipped in front.
Yeah, that was a really good shot choice. That was number 18, I believe, that scored that goal, was it not? I'm just having a look at the replay here because it looked like 18. That's 17 with that shot. That was Eric Pensky. That was a good shot choice. He walked right to the center of the slot, which has the best angle for the puck to go in with traffic in front, because when you come off the boards like that, like he did, it draws everybody together and tightens up that box and put it in right like he had to, and that could be a backbreaker for Weber.
8:42 left in the game, and Boise State on a roll here in the third period. Coleman's going to hustle after a loose puck, make a drop pass, and only Boise State players are there. Back checking is Kosman, and the puck comes free. The Wildcats have it. Aquino plays it there. Aquino looks and shoots, and in the shooting lane is Smith. Aquino hustles after it again in the corner. Boise State triple teams. The Wildcats in the corner. Aquino dances off the wall, sends it in front, and a save by Ayers as Coleman got loose in front of the net. The Wildcats will have to hustle back as the Broncos forward with speed.
You know what I haven't seen on the ice this period much at all, if at all, is number 81, Zach Tollett for Weber State. I don't know if he got injured in that second period, but
and you know what? He had a lot of minutes in the first period.
He did, and Weber State maintained momentum through that first period because of his consistent forecheck. And I hope nothing's wrong with him, but he hasn't been on the ice much this period, Steve.
7.5 minutes left in the game, and it's taken by Boise State. Paulin, and beautiful defense by Georges. He'll backhand it behind the net to safety. Picking it up there is Kornberg. He'll scoop it high. It'll drop right at center ice, but Kincaid has it for the Broncos. They'll spin away from Hobbs and use his defensive partner Hodges. Hodges throws a strike of a pass, and into the zone comes Boise State. Look and shoot and a save by Scheide. Loose puck behind the net. Throwing a shoulder is Georges as he's tangled up there with Roller, and Weber State Hobbs with the puck, and just got clipped on the hip check, which charged the puck free. And Weber State needs a goal here. They're desperate, buddy.
Yeah, they are, and it's that time to be desperate.
They're going to take a penalty.
They sure are.
And the desperation just got worse as 6:37 is on the clock, and the Wildcats going to be shorthanded. And it's going to be number 37, Johnson, on the hook, or the trip.
And just as I had mentioned before with the stalemate, the chess game of power plays, Boise State scores that power play goal with 10, 12 into the third period, and they're right back on that power play.
There's a slap shot and a save by Scheide. Utah State staring at elimination, buddy. I mean, there's still plenty of time, but shorthanded.
Yeah, I think that's Weber State, though.
Weber State, yeah. What did I say?
Utah State.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, pal.
Habits die hard, right?
See, that's what Lane does. Keeps me honest. Pizarro in a race with Bibiuk for the puck. I'm getting old, pal.
I think we all are. It's just a matter of time before it takes its toll, my friend.
Waronker with some penalty kill time. Held in by Bibiuk. They'll send it across. Winding, shooting, and a save.
That hit the net and nobody saw it. It hit the net above the glass and nobody saw it. The play is still in. It should have been blown dead right there and come straight out of the zone. Why none of the referees saw that, I don't know. But
Weber with his second effort, able to work the puck down the ice. A minute left in the penalty to Johnson, and Boise State playing some content defensive hockey, buddy. Oh, I hate it. Here's Boise State straight away. Look, shooting that shot.
The referee saw it that time.
Out of play as it hit a Wildcat stick.
Yeah, you know, when a team is up 4-2, it's not like being up 3-0, 4-0. 4-2, you still have to protect. You still have to go on the offensive because a 2-goal lead, as we've seen in many occasions, can disappear in a heartbeat. You know, you get one to bounce in, you get a little momentum, you take another shot, it bounces in. Now all of a sudden we're tied.
There's another one for Boise State, and that's a power play goal. And that's going to be 5-3. And 2 power play goals in the third period for Boise State.
Yeah, and you can, unfortunately for Weber, you can see the body language coming out. They're not hanging their heads completely, but they know they have a very large uphill battle ahead of them, and they've only got 5 minutes and 17 seconds to do it.
Face-off win to Boise State to add a little pressure to the situation. They just keep winning face-offs. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. And Dakota Fox, a good check. And here's a double save by Scheide. As Scheide's played a good game tonight for Weber State.
He has, you know, but at times he seems like he's fought the puck, if you know what I'm saying. Not saying that those last two goals he was fighting it, but you know, letting up a rebound 10 feet in front of you is not a good sign of a relaxed goaltender.
Dakota Fox pitches the puck deep in the corner. There's Tollett back for a shift here in the third period. That's knocked down by Aquino and sprinted forward on the stick of Paulin. Stinson will send it deep.
Yeah, that goal was scored by number 17, Penske, from number 3, Smith, and number 21, Hodges, at 14:43 of the third period.
Here's a delayed penalty to Boise State. And as they touch up, there's a chance for Weber State on the power play.
Yeah, you know, it's a good opportunity. You know, they could steal the momentum right back, Steve. You know, I'm not saying that getting a power play goal is by any means taking control of the game. But, you know, as a coach, you tell your team one at a time, right? Yeah. One goal at a time. They have to get one goal right now. You know, and if they aren't able to capitalize on the power play, by that time, you know, it's 2:20 left. Time is definitely against them at this point, at that point.
So 4:20 is what's on the clock right now. The penalty was to Hodges. He's been in the box tonight already. With speed, it's Hobbs. All the way into the corner, untouched. Hobbs now behind the net, ridden out of the play beautifully by Smith. Kornberg's going to help, and Boise State sends it the length of the ice. Scheide is out to set it up, and it's Aquino who picks it up. Aquino sprints forward. And now straight down the center of the ice. Taps it toward the net, and a beautiful hip check.
that was you don't see those very often, and those look beautiful when they happen.
There's Dakota Coleman at the side of the net. Aquino's going to jam away at it. Coleman has it again. Steele sends it right to the front of the net, and the puck was loose. The referee blows it down. And a early whistle there. 3.5 minutes, 3:24. The exact number on the clock. Still a minute 4 power play time. Weber State needs to bang one in right here on the power play. A sad day, buddy. I've seen a lot and called a lot of Wildcat games from right here in the arena over the last 6 years. And it's tough to see the last game possibly for these guys, Weber and Pizarro and Coleman.
Yeah, potentially Kosman, Williams. Yeah. They're all seniors this year. And this could be the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds they play of, you know, Weber State Wildcat hockey.
It's a sad deal, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to see Tollett back out there again. I was a little worried since I hadn't seen him. And, you know, it's funny, we're talking a lot about Weber right now. But I gotta hand it to Boise State. they're handling this third period in a very business-like manner. They're precise in their attacks, as we've seen with, two power play goals. Only one penalty for them.
Well, this is the same score we saw in Weber State's favor just 3 weeks ago against this same team.
Yeah.
Gossman's behind the net. Kincaid is there. Pizarro's going to help him out. Now it's Coda Coleman. Sends it up, and it gets through Tallett as the puck just hopped his stick.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And Hodges gets set to return to play. Only 10 seconds left in his minor penalty. It's Pinsky who has the puck, but it's held into the zone. Right out in front. The shot again. Coleman can't put it in. It comes down and drops right in front. Johnson can't gather it in. It's played by Pinsky in the corner. Pinsky tied up by Johnson. Pinsky again. And Johnson. Coleman's going to help out, and then Coda Coleman just throws a shoulder, and the puck comes free. They wrap it around the boards, but it's held in, and a whistle.
Yeah, that puck hit the net just at the top of the tall glass, right about the half boards.
1:56 left in the game, 5-2. Weber State in a deep hole.
Yeah.
Face off inside the Broncos zone.
Thought for a second there Weber State was trying to call a timeout. Coda Coleman just standing at the bench there.
Kornberg hustles over. And the puck tied up there along the wall. They still dig away at it. They hold it in a minute 40. Martinez is there. As he helps out, the puck's still tied up right along the wall. Johnson and Martinez. Now it comes free. Minton helps it along. And the Wildcats come away with the puck. They send it to the point. Snap it toward the net. Tipped and a save. Rebound. They can't get it through. Ayers. Johnson in the corner again. He and Kornberg. Double team a player there. Minton comes over to help for the Broncos. Kornberg upended. And the puck on the stick of the Wildcats again. It comes to Georges at the point. Georges flips it back into the corner.
It's a late whistle on that offsides there, Steve.
I thought he was going to call a hand pass or something, knocked down with a glove.
Yeah, because Georges was able to play that puck all the way down below the goal line before the whistle was called there. Not exactly sure why the hesitation. Maybe he thought that number 27 Menton was going to play it with his glove and allow Weber State to get out of the zone. I'm not sure, but alas, here we are.
And Jeff, to answer your question, I'm not sure if I'll be at Nationals or not. They haven't given me word yet, but we're hoping to be one of the voices on their broadcast crews. This is Kincaid with the puck, under a minute to play. He'll just scoop it high and down the ice. It's knocked down by Weber. He'll zip it across the ice, where Williams has it there. Williams gives it to Coleman. Now Pizarro straight away shoots and a blocker save. And
you got all
Hobbs
five
has
seniors
all the
for Weber
seniors on the ice right now for their last minute of play, and it's Kosman. He'll dance away from a defender. Jonathan Kosman still stick handles. Putting on a clinic is Jonathan Kosman. Behind the net, Williams is going to rip someone down, and that'll be a penalty with 25 seconds. As Williams touches up, he's going to go to the penalty box for the last 22.4 seconds of his college career. That's great, bud.
Yeah, we're laughing, but dang it, you don't want to end your college career on a penalty, right? Like, nobody wants to end it like that. You don't want to end it on a last-second goal. You don't want to end it, on a last-second goal against. And you certainly don't want to end it on a minor penalty and spend the last 22.4 seconds of your college career in the sin bin. Hear Weber banging their sticks there if you can. Good on them for showing some gusto here in the last seconds, the waning seconds of this season for them. And bravo, Zulu, to Boise State for doing a very good job against this tough Weber State team. I get to call Weber State every home game, sometimes away games, and And one of the things I've seen is they battle, and clearly Boise State out-battled them tonight. And hand goes out to Boise State, moving on in regionals, and the season's over for Weber State, my friend.
That's going to do it for the game and for the Wildcat season. It's a sad deal, I'm telling you, pal. Tomorrow morning, however, we will be right on at the 10 o'clock game. It's going to be a good one. I have DU and CU, both hot teams. The other game is MSU, which is Metro, and they're going to play Botano tomorrow. Those are the two games that I have in the morning. The afternoon game should be set now. It'll be Boise State and
NAU,
Northern Colorado. And the other team is Williston, and the winner of the earlier game, which is Grand Canyon.
Okay, so Williston, Grand Canyon.
I believe so.
Okay.
I think Grand Canyon was the lower seed, so they'll play Northern Colorado, and Boise State's going to play Williston.
Okay.
So you'll have those two games tomorrow. You can catch that hockey action tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock right here on the Aggie Blue Eyes YouTube channel. Good night, everyone. We're out.